Hey, what's up everybody? Malicious Chess Player back with another Guild Wars 2 video. This time I'm gonna do a little video about the last part of the Nightmare Tower achievements and events and stuff. So last time you had to go in the tower and you killed some Toxic Alliance people, and in this part you can actually destroy the tower and the Kessex Hills will be updated. And I'm gonna talk about the achievements and mainly the most important events. So first off, let's start with the Spider Queen. So as you saw in the beginning of this video, you can go to either the Gap waypoint or the waypoint southwest from there. I don't know what it's called. It's on the right side of the lake, and that's where the Spider Queen can spawn. And there's a couple of achievements that you can do when fighting the Spider Queen. So first of all is Aftermath Arachnicide, which is basically killing the Spider Queen. And then you also have another achievement when you have to destroy the sacks, the spider web sacks or whatever it's called. Let me check on it real quickly. Cocoons, that's the word I was looking for. And the achievement is called Aftermath Cobweb Cleaner. So you can see where I teleported, and there was a guild bound here. Someone put it there. That was very nice of them. So let's check out the achievements. Like I said, this time it was the Aftermath Cobweb Cleaner, which is destroy 5 toxic cocoons. So it's actually pretty chill, but you first of course have to defeat the Spider Queen, which is pretty easy. It's a champion, but doesn't really matter that much because there's a lot of people doing that. Then there's also the Aftermath Phython Cleaner, which is just, I think, doing 10 or 15, I believe 10. It's 10 Phython Lake events completed, which is killing the Spider Queen and all that shit. So there's a couple of other achievements, and one of them is to destroy the Toxic Alchemist. So the Toxic Alchemist is actually right near the waypoint I teleported to on the east side of Leviathan Lake, and you can follow the same route that I took. And then on this little island over here, the Toxic Alchemist spawns from time to time, and you need to defeat him for an achievement, and you also need to do, if I am not mistaken, destroy some of his toxic pods that he spawns, which is actually pretty easy. So it takes a while for him to spawn. I sped this up quite a bit. First, when he spawns, he's just a veteran enemy. He's not yet a champion. He's a veteran enemy. And when he spawns, it'll start an event with destroying toxic pods, which is actually the first of 2 events. First, you have to destroy the toxic pods and defeat the Toxic Alchemist when he's in his veteran form. And when he is defeated in that form, the event will be completed, the first part, and then a new event starts of defeating the champion Toxic Alchemist. So it's actually pretty easy. You just run from pod to pod, you destroy all the pods that appear on the map, and then he will spawn. You can only do about 25% damage per turn, and then he'll disappear, spawns more pods. Well, once they are destroyed, he'll spawn back again like a bitch. Then you damage him, and that's the way it goes until eventually he has been defeated, and then he'll spawn into he'll turn into a champion boss, which takes quite a while to kill, but that's what happens when you fight champion bosses. So it is one achievement is to destroy, I think, 5 of these pods, but if you are there from the start, then you should be able to get that achievement no problem. It should be really doable. Unlike the spider achievements, because I've noticed that when you do spider web achievements, the cobweb cocoon thingy, then it's possible that you don't do enough damage to it, and it will not count as a contribution to your achievement progress. And that happens when there's a lot of people in well, participating in that event. So there is a farm run, if you can call it like that, going on, which is a champion run actually, which is, you know, just flock to the champions when they spawn. So you have the Alchemist, the Spider Queen, which will spawn in 2 different places. I said the Gap waypoint and the waypoint on the eastern bank of the lake. And then from time to time they also do either the champion Blood Witch or the, if I'm not mistaken, the veteran toxic worm. But it's a veteran worm. It doesn't drop any champion bags, any champion loot bags. So they don't do him that much. And he's also pretty annoying because he has this stupid attack that sends shockwaves. But you'll see it later in the video. Anyway, so the champion, he is like a normal champion enemy. It takes quite some time to kill him, but you know, you don't have to worry about anything. The achievement is pretty easy as well, and he gives loot. I think he has a heirloom pouch or whatever it's called, and you know, it'll give you good rewards. So also, that's something I completely forgot, that the champions have chance of dropping those keys, parts of the tricolor key. The chest is still available, if you're wondering. It's not because you destroyed the tower that the chest isn't there anymore. The chest is actually very close to the veteran toxic worm, and I think I'll even show it in the video. I'm not really sure, but if you open your map, you'll see a chest icon near the old wharf, as in AULD, old, or whatever, however you want to pronounce it. So you can still get those you can still get the get parts of the key and then eventually fuse them together to get the tricolor key to open the chest, which is also an achievement in this update, is to open the chest 5 times, which is actually pretty easy because you can still buy one entire key each day. You can buy one piece, a pink, a green, and a blue piece each day, so you'll have 1 key a day. The drops for those key parts are quite rare, so that is something. I think I only had 1 drop or so, and I did quite a bit of the champions. Lastly, that's something I wanted to mention, is that when you do the champion Alchemist, he will also spawn a champion toxic scale, but I don't think that one drops a loot bag. Probably some sort of summon. It doesn't drop a loot bag, and the loot in general is not that good. And then also, which I completely forgot to mention and is actually quite important, is that you when you are fighting the champions, they spawn these exploding kinda plants. You know, if you've played the previous installments of this living story, then you know the things that will explode and do quite a bit of damage. They spawn them from time to time, and it's really, really annoying. So if you're fighting and you see a red area of effect circle on the ground, that means it is time to run away. And then lastly, you have the veteran toxic worm queen. This is not a champion, which is kind of weird because the other 2 bosses that spawn, and well, you get achievements for them, and you also get an achievement for this guy, but this guy, he doesn't. Well, apparently he's not a champion, and he will not drop a champion loot bag. So you know, People usually skip this guy because he is annoying as fuck and he doesn't drop anything remotely good. So the achievement with the Toxic Worm Queen is 1. Defeat the Toxic Worm Queen, which is pretty easy. And the second one is when the Toxic Worm Queen does it will do some sort of shockwave attack, and you have to jump over said shockwave, and you have to do that 5 times. That is one annoying achievement. One tip: don't try to do that achievement when you're playing a melee character. That is just stupid. With this guy, I already had the achievement at this point, but if you want to do it with, if you want to get that achievement, best is to play as a ranged character, and always try to keep your character in front of the toxic worm where the toxic worm is aimed, because if you are right in front of it, you'll almost guaranteed get one of those shock waves your way. If you're on the other side, if you're behind it, well, you're not gonna get any, and that is kind of annoying. So it's actually pretty easy to get the achievement guide. I think it's called Shockwave Jumper. It's pretty easy, but it's annoying because if people kill it and you still haven't gotten your achievement, well, that kind of blows. So that's actually a pretty easy way to get a couple of achievements there for the Nightmares Aftermath achievement, which is actually pretty easy because you also have the dailies you can still do. I hope you guys enjoyed it, found it helpful, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.